What's up, YouTube? I know don't have a ton of subscribers, but some of you that have been subscribed to me for a while, my channel was called Eternity News. I mostly focused on the Eternity blockchain, and now I still have a bag of it, but I've basically written it off. I don't even look at it anymore. Some unfortunate news. Delisted from Binance. Dropping in the ranks. I think we're around rank 200. I wrote it up. I was part of the ICO in 2017. The price is actually still a little bit higher than it was back then, but I mean, would have been much better holding ETH. Eternity did do 100x. It got all the way up to $5. Early 2018. Then it actually went live end of 2018, and it just never got a lot of adoption. Never got a lot of developers, and it's unfortunate. They had lofty goals, but basically I'd probably sell like half of what I have if I could in the United States. I'm not even sure if we're really listed on any exchange at this point, except for JellySwap, and no one really has any on JellySwap. And I was providing liquidity on the JellySwap decentralized cross-chain atomic DEX, but I have stopped. I just, the price of crypto has gone up. I don't want to have my keys. I don't want to have my laptop running. I'd rather shut it down, be a little more secure with my machine. So, I could buy a dedicated JellySwap laptop, but Eternity, maybe it could come back. I think there are some use cases that do stand out compared to other blockchains, especially Ethereum. They had state channels built into the core protocol, and that is probably one of their main differentiating factors. But state channels they never really took off, and there was never a clear use case. I mean, the point was, you could have a direct off-chain channel between two parties and have unlimited scalability and smart contract functionality. And then they were thinking about doing virtual state channels, but it was hard to use. Nope, I just didn't really see the best use case for it, especially now that we have newer blockchains getting more scalability and roll-ups on Ethereum and layer 2s blockchains that add on to Ethereum, like Matic Network, which I like Matic. So, Eternity was great at the time. It was pretty scalable. It's proof of work, and that excitement kind of wore off, with more of the proof of stake kind of being the future we see with Ethereum. Of course, Bitcoin still solid proof of work, but it has so much hash power, so much mining, and if you wanted to do really industrial applications, even with the state channels, the settlement is still on chain, and it's just Eternity. The price is so low with the inflation. It's not the most secure network at this time. I mean, I think they built it really well. They built it to be super efficient smart contracts. I like that they had the vanity addresses, very easy to use on their mobile wallet. I had josh.chain. Just type in Josh and send me some AE. There were some flaws with that as well, but I think that was good. But that's just not enough to So, and now they're working on Eternity's working on hyperchains, which I don't really understand. But scalable, secure, blah blah blah. Just everything is on ETH, and like Polkadot interoperability. I'm not a fan of Cardano either, but it just didn't take off. So unfortunately, I was at one point. I had at one brief period I was like all in on AE, and I made some good gains, and I did cash out, and I'm very glad I've diversified and didn't stay married to my bag all the way into the death trap. So they're still building on Eternity. Their marketing was never really there. The community management was decent for a while. I mean, we did get up to rank like 26, and then down. So it's unfortunate. If you're holding Eternity, if you're still yeah, if there's something going on, the Bobo wallet is building on Eternity. I'm not really sure what's going on with them, but that it never got the DeFi. We never had anything like Uniswap. No one ever really made any tokens based on Eternity. I mean, you could have. There was a stable coin backed by DAI briefly, never took off, that JellySwap did. And, we had lofty goals, got up to $1 billion market cap. The marketing budget was recent this year. They spent it on superhero.com and made this whole tipping thing where you could just tip people, tip tweets, tip YouTube videos. Kind of like Brave, but I don't think tipping is what crypto is really about. Crypto is really about earning money and stuff like that, and so giving money away. And they did have a nice like social media platform. I just never really took off. The graffiti app kind of died. Cool graffiti mobile app, and then they had the problems with the Ledger updated. The Ledger wallet updated their firmware, and if you update the firmware, then you couldn't access your Eternity on your Ledger. You have to put your seed phrase in somewhere else to get access to it. So that's just not good. So bravo to Eternity. I think you made a good effort. I liked the AE Ventures. The Starfleet program had some good stuff. Maybe I don't know, maybe Eternity still has a lot of money. The token price is shit, so I don't see how they're paying their employees very well right now. They did have some Bitcoin and Ether. Unfortunately, before they even went live, they lost a lot of Ether in the parity hack, where the Ether got locked, so they lost tens of millions of dollars. And maybe if that hadn't happened, they would have had a better marketing budget and hired some better people, and so that was unfortunate. So props to UAE. Most startups do fail. When I got into the ICO, I way overinvested. I'm up since then. Like, my portfolio's up since then, so I'm not crying about it. I'm still gonna keep tabs. I just don't have the energy to be reading the forum as much, reading the Telegram, communicating with people. I love some community members. It's just, a lot of good people, left the project, lost faith. So, superhero never really took off. Marketing never really took off. But it could. I don't want to crush your dreams. I mean, it's just, if you're going to be buying a low cap like Eternity now, I mean, the newer projects have more hype potential. I mean, Eternity did jump up the other day, like a month ago, and I was like, should have sold when I could. Now I'm just stuck with the bag, so I basically watched a bag go from $5 to 7 cents, but I really counted as zero. So this is my first shitcoin going to zero. And I've debated deleting my old videos, partly because I kind of dox myself, but it's a piece of history. It is what it is. So I hope I don't offend my old subscribers that still like Eternity. If you know a way to sell it, let me know an exchange that I could actually use in the United States to dump some. If you want to buy some at a discount from me directly, if you have some rapport, maybe I would consider. I could reset up JellySwap and give you set a specific price on JellySwap for Ether or Bitcoin, and you could just buy it on there. But I'd rather not. I mean, I would rather sell, because rather buy some Hex. Yeah, I've gone fully over to the dark side, guys. I'm actually thinking of renaming my channel to Hex Beans. Hex crypto is really, I mean, it's not. It's just a straight money making game theory fundamental. But this video isn't about Hex. I gotta save that content. I mean, Hex is complete. Basically, it's just stats and looking at stuff right now, but and things you can do with it, not that it's gonna ever change. And maybe Eternity was even a security. I mean, they shouldn't have taken my money as a U.S. citizen, as an unregistered security. They probably should have KYC'd, but it was the early days of the ICOs, so maybe they thought they could get away with it. I'm not sure if that's why they're getting delisted with all the trouble that Ripple has been in. I mean, it's not just eternity. It's a lot of cryptos. Um, you give them money and they say they're gonna do all this cool stuff, and they could have just ran away with it. And I give them props for not running away with it. But yeah, I mean, we trusted them with our money, and could have cashed out some sick gains if that's what's important. I mean, I do think eternity is, in crypto in general, it's good. The fees are low. The speed on eternity was very quick for now. It's still quick. It's very usable, but um, yeah, I've pretty much lost interest at this point. I have, yeah, it's too sad. I mean, I hope I didn't mislead any of you in the past to FOMO into eternity. If you did, eh, I mean, you can listen to me, but it's not financial advice. I'm not telling you what to do with your money. That's on you. I mean, you gotta man up, and yeah, thankfully, my fiance didn't FOMO into eternity. She would be pissed. Got her into some Bitcoin and Ethereum, and I'm trying to get her into some Hex, but hey, at least she's up, so she ain't mad at me. But nah, she wouldn't be mad. But so R.I.P. Josh TH motherfucking AE News, and let me know what you think. If you think I'm wrong, hey, if you think I'm just a whack job, unsubscribe, man. I would like to have more subscribers. I need to get a lot of subscribers so I can get on stream with Richard Hart and fucking tell his fat ass to eat some fruit leather. Just kidding. Just kidding. So, there's some kind of other things to say. It does make me sad. You just can't. It's really hard to compete with Ethereum. And when Eternity came out, there were a lot of people trying to be Ethereum 2.0, and that's probably how I came across them, because I was really into Ethereum at the time, which we were early days, and then wow. But Happy New Year. I think 2020 kind of sucked. Well, not really for my portfolio, except for that March dip. But hopefully 2021 will be better. Good times, vaccines. Take the vaccine. I'm taking the vaccine as soon as I can. We need to get over this shit. I hope we all take the vaccine. We can stop wearing masks and get out and do shit. Stop putting that onus on the healthcare workers. Stop dying. Dying is for amateurs. Just kidding. If you've lost someone during COVID, I'm very sorry. And so I hope the best for you. Stay healthy. Stay safe. Stay happy. Or, look forward if, Peace. Josh.chain, R.I.P. You were a good chain. You are a good chain. Chains never die. Well, maybe there's a bug. Anyway, later. Happy New Year.